non-reciprocating charging handle. You can still fire the firearm with the stock folded.
Hey everybody, Bill 1911. Hey, we're back for another gun show. Today is November 4th, and so we're going to go inside and see a whole bunch of guns and have a good time. We're going to talk to some friends of ours that came over last night and took a look at some guns that we have. It's part of a collection that belongs to a friend of mine, and we're going to go from there. Hey everybody, Bill 1911 here. Hey, today we're going to look at something that is occasionally a problem for people. It doesn't happen often, but now these guns, it's my understanding that they were in a safe that went through Hurricane Andrew. And if you look on the stock here, there's some little discolored spots. Okay, we believe this to be like a mildew or a mold that has grown on it. And there's a couple of them that have got a couple of those little discoloration spots on them. So we did some research and we learned that vinegar will kill mold or mildew. So what we want to do is we're going to test this. Now, certain stocks have certain woods that are very porous. So you want to be really careful when you do this. You don't want to go all out and like do the whole half the gun and then realize you've just taken the finish off the gun. So what we want to do is pick a very small spot and just test that spot before we go any further than that. So that's what we're going to do now. And we're going to take a look and see where we can get to. Now I don't want a lot of liquid on it. So what I'm going to do is kind of fold it in on itself and let it soak through a little bit on the cloth. And then we're going to test it on one of these spots and see where we get to. Okay, we're running.
So this one is a Winchester Model 70. It is chambered in a 222. It was originally a 22 Hornet. It's in really good condition. I like the checkering on the wood. Few Mars on the barrel, but I mean for this age of any gun, that's going to be bound to happen. Serial number is 147879, so it's also a 6-digit serial number. The next one's going to be a matte finish wood. This one is chambered in 264 Winchester mag, also in good condition. Pre-64, it does have a picky rail on top, so it'll allow you to put rings on the picky setup, so 1913 setup. This one is a little bit more used than the previous, but in still excellent condition overall. The next one is got a really nice bolt on it. This one is chambered in 338 Win mag, which is a great round. A lot of stopping power, nice shiny stock. Overall condition is in really good condition. I would actually say it's like close to new condition. A little bluing pin on that would take that off too. The next one's going to be the shotgun. This is a Model 12 gauge shotgun. It is chambered in the 2 3/4 chamber, so you can't use a 3-inch or a 3.5-inch Magnum round with that shell. The next one's going to be the Thompson Center. It is a 45 caliber black powder. And the model is a Cougar. It's beautiful wood on it. Octagon barrel. Great for the, black powder season. The next one's going to be your bull barrel, Model 70 243 Win. Overall condition, I would list it as good condition. I bet it's a great shooter. It has a nice weaver rail on the top. Next one's going to be an older model, but it is chambered in 220 Swift, Model 70. It's got a nice optic on it that I need to do a little research on myself. Overall, it's in good condition, and it's a great little collection you've got here.
Well, you could own it.
I need to go through and just see what pricings are and do a little research. There's a guy that I would know that would want this.
Okay.
May I ask you a question about what you look for when you are appraising guns like this?
Conditions, everything.
Okay.
So the age of the gun, if they're still in manufacturing, if they're still in production, that's going to reduce its value, because I can literally go and see what, you know, they're selling for. So my cost to acquire a firearm is going to be whatever the distributors are selling it for. And I have people come to me all the time and they're trying to sell me a Glock, for instance. And they want to sell me this Glock for 500 bucks. Now I can sell that Glock for 550 on my table, okay? But I can get it from the distributor for 475. Why would I pay $500 for a used gun when I get that exact same gun for 475? If that makes any sense.
Makes absolute sense.
Yeah, but you have people that, you know, they paid $650 for that gun during the height of COVID, and they think that that's what it's worth.
Right.
If we were in that same scenario, maybe that's what it's worth because there weren't any guns available at that time. Production was down. So, you know, supply and demand. You know, any commodity is going to have supply and demand. Right now, your 5.56 ammunition has gone up exponentially in the last 2 weeks because of what's going on in the world. If we had been continuing the trend up until prior to 2 weeks, ammunition prices were going down. They just shut down the Lake City production, which means that all your ammunition will go up. So Lake City white labels for Winchester, Remington, and a lot of other manufacturers, all 5.56 9mm made in Lake City is going to take orders from the U.S. government only. So from here moving forward until they change that, they're not selling any power ammunition to civilians.
So it'd be either Ukraine and in Israel.
So
a lot of the extra.
with what happened, with what's happening in Israel and in Ukraine, they won't be.
They're locking up all the ammo.
They're saying that all new production of ammunition is going to go to the government first. The last time this happened was World War II. So it didn't happen during the Korean War, it didn't happen during Vietnam, but it happened during World War II. So keep in mind.
I just love that girl. She just told me, young man. That's what she just called me.
She was talking about me, your cameraman.
No, she wasn't. Trust me, she wasn't talking about you. She knows the truth about you. We were talking about how outstanding his hairstyle is.
You guys go to the same barber?
Actually, this is my brother. A Ruger Wrangler, okay, and it has the Beasley grip on it instead of the standard Colt grip. So you can see it's curved a little bit, a little different shape.
What caliber?
Well,
Hey, you can
like
get
22.
the warranty. Hey,
Hey Bill, this is the guy that gave us a little gift
you
right
gotta
there.
ask him.
Oh no, he's cool.
I would buy.
So there you go.
So what caliber is that?
That's 22.
22, okay. Box.
I'm gonna find out in a minute. I don't know. What's between your ears? I don't know.
A smart brain.
Oh, is that what you call that? Well, whatever it is, I just cut it in half. Oh!
No!
Kitty cat.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. All right, it's a Plano box. All right, you can put your ammunition in this,
Oh, cool.
whatever you need. All right,
Nice.
cool, huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Hey, what's going
What's
on?
going on, dude? How are you?
Here we are.
Good to see you guys.
Firearms.
Hey,
Macasis are sitting here.
Yep,
What you got
here to
there?
do paperwork,
Tell us about that
all
gun.
that other stuff.
Well, this is our 308, and then you can see we have our Warhawk on here.
Your what?
The Warhawk. So this is from Swampbox. This is 525 by 56, I believe.
Okay.
And then we also have the bipod right here to just make it just a little bit cooler.
So the bipod comes with the gun.
No, so the gun doesn't come with any of this, but these are recommended accessories that you can put onto this firearm to just give you a better, just shooting, like,
Experience.
experience, yeah.
Yeah, and for ex-sniper like him.
In other words, those are going to work really well on the Macasi and 7.62 by 39.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is there a Macasi around here?
Well, I have the 5.56 version of what he wants. I have to get it the 7.62 by 39.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
So I have it.
I thought it had a longer stock.
folding stock.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Look at that. It's hidden.
It's hidden.
Put it
Okay.
away. But yeah, you can fold it and then
Pick it up. Hands break. Hands break.
Open it up here.
Very cool. That's a
I'm not
beautiful.
strong enough.
That's a beautiful gun.
Yeah, it's stiff. They have to break it. Non-reciprocating charging handle. You can still fire the firearm with the stock folded.
And when you got the gun up here, the charging handle isn't in your face, so you can't pull it.
Don't have to worry about that. Yep, which
I
is,
like it.
You know, I gotta tell you.
which is a big complaint people have with the charging handles that reciprocate. People get injured, obnoxious. AR-15, you have to rack here, side charging. It's a convenient factor of the
I can
firearm.
stay on target with that Macasi, and if I have a misfire, I can rack it without ever taking it off target. With the AR-15, I've got to drop it down, pull the charging handle, and then bring it back up. Because I got to get it far enough away from my face so I can pull it all the way back. So, yeah, so I like this better.
You got more personal experience with that.
Yep, had some experience with that.
So we thought of you guys this morning
Okay.
on the way over here, and we went to Wendy's, and we got you guys some Egg McMuffins. We
Oh.
figured you guys might be hungry.
Right here,
Because
that is
But no, you don't get all of them. You only get 2 out of the 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is quite well known as bribery.
see now.
Hey everybody, Bill 1911. We're here with Joe from Tactical Edge Armor. Now this piece of armor here will stop up to a 44 Magnum, which is pretty darn good.
So that's 3A,
Yep.
made in North Carolina. That'll stop up to 44 mag 6 times.
Yep.
Tell me about this suit you got on, Bill.
It's not a suit, it's a tactical armor vest. This armor will stop a 44 Magnum 6 times. You can shoot it 6 times with a 44 Magnum and it'll stop it. This is the area of trauma that you're most worried about, okay? A hit in here is quite often fatal. If you're gut shot, you'll last for a while. It's not going to be fun, but this doesn't cover much of the belly area or down lower. For that, you need a much larger vest, and that's very uncomfortable when you're wearing that much.
Now, if you get shot from the back, what happens?
Well, it's got a plate in the back just as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
How does it come off?
just like that, goes on the same way.
Pretty simple. Pretty simple. Okay.
Very simple, very easy to put on. There you go. Now, this outside is the carrier, the trauma plate that's inside. This is where your protection is inside here and in your back.
Can you replace the plate with a thicker plate?
You can.
How?
It's right in that pocket right in there. How we doing?
Good.
So that's it. Now this outside part is the carrier, and the plates are inside, and the level of protection on the plate depends upon how the material that it's made of. This carrier can't have replaceable these pockets, so you can replace the plates.
Cool beans. Thank
Cool
you.
beans. All right.
For the first time in 30 years, legal business for 20, but manufacturing supreme stuff. There's nothing new at P&C, but I've been working with my German cohorts for the last probably 7-8 months. If you kindly follow me over, I will give you the new tour.
Yeah, right.
Try to maintain your saneness just like me. Come over here.
Good to see you again. Yeah, come.
Bill, good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. How are you?
What's going on, Tiger? I am exhausted. I just got back from a trip to South Dakota. You might have seen it on my Facebook. I'm going to introduce you to my new mosaic steels.
Oh, wow.
And these are very hard fought. Any steel you're looking at there has taken me and a group of 5 other world-class smiths. Michael Klaus was one of them. He was over at our shop 3 times this year, and
Now, these are Damascus steel
mosaic Damascus.
pattern like that.
Certain patterns that we embed micro billets of 15 and 20 into slabs of 1095.
That's amazing.
To keep them in that order and that consistent is my brethren in Germany are true masters.
They truly are.
That is an American tanto.
Look at that. Is that beautiful? Hang on. Look
You got
here.
any questions?
You see the mosaic pin here?
Caroline, other people.
I hope you can see it clearly. Too close. Yeah, there you go. All right. And then look at the mosaic pattern on the blade.
This pattern is called Aurora. These are all proprietary.
Yeah. I don't even have an idea of how they do that.
It's very complex.
This one I can figure out, but that one, wow.
Yeah, this is very complex.
That's just
This
remarkable.
takes.
Now check this out. This is P&C Knives,
Do you have any questions?
and look at the beauty of this thing.
The 2 that I showed.
Okay, now it's not just, if you look close, you'll actually see that each one of these little arms on here has leaves of its own. So I can't even figure out how the heck they made this steel billet like this. This is remarkable. Apparently this comes out of Germany, but these things are tremendous knives.
I've got others here. I'm going to show you the
Take a
more
look at this
complex.
checkerboard pattern. Again, I'm having issues with figuring out exactly how they made it.
Well, some of them you won't figure it out.
This one I can see that it's got, like he was saying, billets within billets. Each one of these individual bright spots is a stacked billet, okay? And each one of the dark spots is a stacked billet. And then the whole thing is put together. And then you end up shaping this blade. It's remarkable what they're doing with these things. Wow.
Now this one is an 1800 layer spider, and through the manipulations, the spider you gotta zoom on in.
See, yeah. See if you can get close-ups of all of these cameramen. Take a look at this one. Now try and get close on the blade on that one. Just try and see how good we can get it.
Yeah. Look at that one, because that one is more of the intricate with the resin. I call it turquoise river on the handle.
Take a look at the handle. And again, you've got the mosaic pin here. Now, when they do these mosaic pins, the circle part of the pin right here, the outside, is like a tube. They drill a hole through the handle and they put that tube through there. But in the inside of that tube, they put little brass rods and different things in there to create the mosaic inside. And they put a dyed epoxy resin in with that so it becomes a solid pin, but it has that pattern to it. Look at that. Wow.
What do you think?
Pete, I think these are remarkable blades. I really do.
Thank you. One of my favorites right
Wow,
here.
that's just awesome. That's awesome. Actually, personally, I kind of like the checkerboard one too. You know,
Yeah, I love
that's
it.
something else. But I love this handle.
That handle is beautiful.
That is remarkable.
Took me a couple of passes to get it right. That's the same knife in Maria carpet giraffe.
Just the intricacy of this mosaic
Yeah, it's
bending here
unbelievable.
is
The
remarkable.
handle was a real pain
Yeah.
to do.
What a
But
remarkable blade.
they come out beautiful, don't they?
Yep. Try and see if you can get that without shadow on it. Get a good shot of it. Don't get too close so you get shadow on it.
Look at this guy. That's another puzzle right there.
Do a wide angle, get the whole blade.
This
The whole
one's
knife.
called Fire.
And it looks like a fire. If you can see the pattern on this blade, it looks like a fire burning, and these are the tongues of flame sticking up. Look at that.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
That's a copperhead skinner.
Yep.
Copperhead Alaskan.
I was going to say this would make a great skinning knife.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
Look at that. And the pattern actually looks like a fire going on.
It does.
It's
Looks like a big flame.
Yep, it's beautiful. Pete, these are amazing.
Thank you, brother. Instead of taking the summer off, because we worked all summer this year. We were so backlogged.
Yeah.
That I told the guy, well, I can't close this summer.
Right.
But now, finally we had to take a break. We got everybody back home for the holidays. And we'll probably be seeing each other again around the end of winter. And well,
Take a close look at this blade.
yeah, beautiful.
Look at the ground pattern, the scalloped ground pattern that's ground into the actual steel. Can you see that? I'm going to roll a little bit so the glare will show you that each one of these is an actual physical facet. And then you've got the Damascus pattern underneath that. What a gorgeous piece of work. This is some amazing stuff, guys. We are literally showing you some world-class knives here. These are the big dogs here. Hey everybody, this is Alex, and he's with Top Gun. We did a video at their range. We shot some machine gun there. It was a lot of fun. But they also do archery. All right. I see. So they've got this beautiful bow. They've got these compound bows. Now, the problem I'm having is that I can't physically pull a bow back anymore because I destroyed my left shoulder. So Alex here is telling us that they actually even have a mechanical device that will assist people like me that have shoulder problems and can't pull a bow back anymore. So, yeah, this is Alex.
How you doing? So I work here at Top Gun. I'm the bowsmith. I try to help out with all their archery stuff. I was telling them before, I've seen some mechanical devices that they do have for some of the compounds. I actually help cock them back for people that have problems with their shoulders. We have, some research on it and stuff, but it's definitely out there. And we have things that start from as low as 10 pounds all the way to 25 pounds for starters. So we definitely have a big variety of them.
So Alex, do you do repairs on bows?
Yes, we do. Currently, especially on the compound side, we can restring them. I can set up the draw length. We can lower the poundage, install any of their components. We also do recurve. Recurve has a little bit less, but all in house.
And you also you do arrows as well. You can fix arrows and stuff like that. Like if you need a new insert, so you can put the head on it, you can do that.
We can definitely do the inserts. We can cut them down to your size. We can measure them for you. We have them all in stock. We have from Easton aluminums and the carbon fibers. We can do your fletching, depending on any kind of rotation you need, and knocking them and everything.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much,
No problem.
Alex. We appreciate talking to you.
Take care.
All right.
We went. So it's resilient@net.net. We can do Instagram. We have pretty much any of the social media.
Shotgun certified.
Bill, this is Nate and Mom.
All right. Nate and Mom. Hey guys.
My
how's
name
it
is
going?
RJ.
RJ?
Yes, sir.
Okay, RJ. Well, not Mom, RJ. We have a product here that's kind of cool. Would you like to tell us a little bit about the project, Nate?
So we can do, it's all custom made to your ears. We can do anything from just a solid silicone plug all the way up to fully electronic plugs. But starting out, we basically can do a solid or a filter plug here in-house. A solid is just solid silicone all the way through. Or we can do a filter plug that just allows sound in that's under 85 decibels, such as conversation, anything like that. But anything over 85 decibels is going to muffle out. We can do anything from that to fully electronics, Bluetooth, music monitors, pretty much anything you can stick in your ear.
How how fast does this clamp on to the sound above 85 decibels?
Instant.
It's instant. So you wouldn't even
you
hear
can't
it.
even tell it. It's milliseconds.
All right, so if I was to go to the gun range and I would shoot a gun,
Yeah.
I would be able to hear you talking, but I would not hear the boom.
Exactly.
It would be muffled down to 85 decibels of no light. That's kind of an interesting thing. And you say you custom fit these to the individual ears?
We have you sit down, we start by checking the healthy ears, and then we insert a foam piece that just protects your eardrum, and then we inject whatever colors you want, and it sits there for about 5-10 minutes. We take it out, we finish it up by cleaning and drumming, softening the edges, and then we dip it in a lacquer. It goes back to you.
That's very cool. So you fit these two people here at the gun show.
We do, yeah.
All right. Are you planning on being here at the next gun show?
We will be.
All right, fantastic. You see little string sticking out of my ear? There's a little foam plug that they put down in your ear to protect your eardrum. And after that, they're going to inject this silly putty stuff into my ear, and that's going to form itself to the inside of my ear canal. So it's custom fit to me. So he's just about to do that.
This takes about 5-10 minutes to sit up after we inject the silicone.
And I have to tell you, it feels a little bit strange. And this is the filter pipe, right?
Yeah. Yeah, all the filtering part will happen after we take the mold out. We'll actually bore through.
Okay. So right now it's solid, and it's fitted to my ear canal on this side. So they're going to mix another dose of silly putty into my other ear. And once that happens, I'm not going to be able to hear much until they put the filters in. And they were just telling me that after this dries and hardens, they bore a hole through it and put the filter through it that stops everything above 85 decibels. So here you can see the plug. Okay, we're going to do the one on the other side. Right now you can still see the string hanging out, but I assume the string is going to help them to take it out of my ear when they pull it out. Does that sound reasonably intelligent, or does that sound like an idiot again? Here we go, ear number 2. It's kind of weird because it feels like I just suddenly went completely deaf. It is kind of a strange feeling, or like the auditory world kind of just go away from me. So I guess I'm going to sit here for about 10 minutes and let these things harden up in my ears. This material really does soak up a lot of sound.
You don't need to be writing to me. I can hear you. You can't hear me. Bill, how does it feel now that you've had that in your ear for a while?
Well, they're actually very comfortable. I don't really notice that they're in there so much, other than the fact that I can't hear anything.
Speak up.
You need me to speak louder?
Yes.
Okay. I really don't notice that they're in there. The only difference is that I can't hear anything. So I know they're there because, you know, I can't hear. But I can't really feel them because they're form-fitted to my ear canal.
How much longer?
I don't know.
How long have you been sitting there?
I don't know. These things don't tell me what time it is.
Have them speak.
Like a bunch of mutes trying to talk to each other. It's true.
Are you saying it's like the blind leading the blind?
That or the deaf trying to hear from the deaf.
Without sign language?
Yeah.
Without sign language?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, everybody. This is Tim, and Tim was telling us about these shotguns. Tim, how did this all get started? When you guys went to Turkey and tested all these things, how did that get started?
Originally a SHOT Show.
Okay.
We were at SHOT Show. We met just meeting mutual people, mutual acquaintances through other people that we know from Turkey. We already work with Turkey with our manufacturing of 9mm. We get some of our components, our brass and our projectiles, and then we buy our powder and primers from the States.
Okay.
And we met with them. They're looking for importers, and then we worked out a deal. Got a deal done. Now we're importing these. Then we also met with another company, Internal Arms. They've never been imported, but they have beautiful firearms. They have a wonderful catalog, very unique. Everything's original, high quality. We went to their facility as well, and everything's done right there in-house.
So this was kind of a word-of-mouth kind of meeting that just kind of put itself together, and then you guys took off from there.
Yeah, we primarily, our main operation is 9mm.
Okay.
And then we just got into shotguns. I like shotguns. It's good to shoot.
Yeah.
They're very well priced.
Right.
Where you don't break the bank and you can enjoy shooting.
Yeah, I'm seeing the prices on these aren't huge. I mean, even this guy here, I mean, look at the beautiful work on the stock we have on this guy. And the inlay on here, the color fill. Okay, and the price is really reasonable on these things.
Yeah, at the show, this is a little under our regular retail price. But us being the actual importer, we'll do it at the shows to help promote our brand, help promote the shotguns. Looking for new vendors, new gun stores, because we primarily wholesale and we want it to get everywhere.
Right. Well, Tim, thank you very much for talking to us.
Yeah, yes, sir.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Hey guys, my name's Tim Moses with Silver Wolf Holdings. Our brand is America Ammunition. We manufacture 9mm out of Ocala, Florida. We also import shotguns. We have TRP hunting, 1812s, AR platforms, Valve 12 gas system, semi-automatics.
Wow, it's pretty cool. What's your
pumps?
What's your website?
www.americaammunition.com, and then we also have brand new, never been imported to the States before. This is Internal Arms out of Turkey. Very nice high-end shotguns. We have a pump, magazine fed. We've got the pump EP12, similar to the bullpup. We've got the bullpup magazine fed, and then the FT63 AK-47.
Very nice. And the website again?
www.americaammunition.com.
Beautiful. No, go ahead.
Okay. All right, so tell us about this again.
Yeah, this is originally from the Philippines. It was used to cultivate rice. It was a curved blade, like this one. But it was only sharp here, so it has a hole in it because you can put your hand through it, and rice grows in paddies and water. So you can cut, and then go, grab, put away, and then swing back into the hand. But it develops into a martial arts technique by holding it this way, because now you can spin it. Okay? And it is used basically to disable the person, not necessarily to kill them. But with a long strike, it can cut tendons in the arms or the legs, etc. So, you know, it disables the person and allows him to run away.
Is that part of the Kali martial arts system?
Yeah, it's called the Kali Center. It's the one that shows several videos on YouTube.
Okay.
Kali Center. And that's what I... Except that this one, this is my design, it's called the vulture because of the beak. And that is sharp here, and it's also sharp here.
Okay, so you can backslash with this one as well.
Exactly. You can go either way. You don't have to turn your hand. If it's only sharp on the inside, you would have to turn your hand.
Right, have to rotate.
So you can go any way you want and also spin it. And this particular model I sold to the Hollywood Police Department. The undercover detectives carry these as part of their, regular apparel, I guess you call it.
Right.
So that's what it is.
So,
Karambit.
what is the name of this curved blade design here?
It's called a karambit.
It's called a karambit.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. Oh, and that's okay, right there.
And those are instructions on how to use it. Whenever you buy one, I give you instructions. And there's a few videos on YouTube that you can watch that show you how to use it. And what I recommend you do is you wrap the blade with duct tape.
Right.
So you don't cut yourself, because it is very common to go like this and spin and go right there. You cut yourself. So by wrapping the blade, then you are
You're going to protect yourself, right. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So if somebody wanted to practice with one of these, wrap it out first.
And there's basically two moves. There's this, or there's this. This, or this. And that's it. I mean, people twirl them around and do all kinds of fancy stuff, but you don't have to.
Exactly.
As long as you learn those two, you're okay.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us.
My pleasure, of course, anytime.
All right.
Thank you.
There's 2 more months, maybe less. I hope so. Dude, yeah, what'd you buy? Like 7 months ago? It's shoot straight to show. Really make us transfer to ourselves. You don't want to host the show? There's no host the show. They charge $25. So. Can you get the stool the telescopic stock and you throw one in and I'll put it on here? 6 weeks.
I haven't done it in
Okay, now as much as this looks like a machine gun, it is not. This is a semi-automatic version of the Thompson machine gun that was used in World War II. This one is not a machine gun. This one fires semi-automatic only. Looks like it, but it isn't. Well, it depends. They had 30-round stick magazines for them, but they also had a 50-round drum magazine back in the day. Usually those big drum magazines were found on earlier models. The 1921 model used that big drum. And the 1921 was full auto. And that big, heavy 50-round drum helped to hold the nose down on it when you pulled the trigger, so it didn't climb as bad. During World War II, the full automatic version of this, which again, this is not, this is semi-automatic, they would actually take the gun and turn it sideways, because that way they would strafe across an area instead of climbing clear off the target and shooting up in the air. All right, this is a Walther PPK-S. Okay, now how do we know the difference between a PPK and a PPK-S? Well, the PPK-S is a little bit larger. Okay. Now, if you look down here, you see this beaver tail sticking out in the back. It's a little thicker and it's a little longer, which works real well for me. The problem I have with my PPK is that my hand is so meaty in the back that it comes up over the top. And when that hammer comes back, it just bites the crap out of me.
Exactly.
And it's a pain in the neck for me to shoot it. Right, and it is a Colt. All right, so this is actually very similar to a pistol that I have at the house. The difference on mine is that mine is all original from 1940, okay? Including the original Parkerized finish. All right, this guy here has been finished in gold, which is very pretty. It's very nice, okay? You can see a little horse emblem on the side. This is going to tell you that this is a Colt. All right. So this is configured like the government model. It doesn't have an extended slide stop on it or safety. Okay, it's a very nice little gun. It used to be with these things, if you shake them and they rattled, it's a good gun. Honestly, they called them rattlers. Okay. But nowadays, with the CNC machining, it's not so much that way anymore. You can machine these things so they're really tight and work well and shoot very consistently. But back in the day, you wanted them to rattle a little bit when you shook them, and that worked out real well.
Yeah,
So
hold that next to your logo here.
No, I'm not going to do it. Too many people around. I'm uncomfortable with that. All right, there you go. Thank you, Casey. We appreciate you showing us this stuff. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Okay, so the next gun show is going to be January 6th, so you won't have to put up with us until then. I'm Bill 1911. We'll see you then. Hey everybody, Bill 1911 here. Hey listen, if you're watching this video, if you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? That's really important to us. And make sure you like us, and by all means, come to visit us at AskBill1911.com.